Thank you for tuning in. My name is Bob. This is Action Figure Junkies live unboxing of the new GameStop exclusive Black Series Jump Trooper. Now, I think it's funny because some of us were calling him the Rocket Trooper. He's just is he a clone? Is he Imperial Trooper? He is from Battlefront. That is the Trooper. I thought there'd be more of a Battlefront type thing on here. An elite squadron with Imperial ranks. Jump Troopers are also known as Rocket Troopers. So there's where the thing has come up from. And we're outfitted with jetpacks utilized in tight space. They were trained to act in unison, often swarming and overwhelming their target. So if you have played Battlefront, you know that this is kind of the guy you want to be. I think they have more like a pulse cannon at times in some of the older Battlefront games. I don't know what the new stuff has. Hello, Colby. So this figure is really hot right now. It's too good not to check out. Don't worry, I have some comparisons here, but let's get to it. So typical Black Series box, gorgeous as usual, and I have to give it up to GameStop. I pre-ordered this back on February 27th. They called me the second it came into the store. Went in. There was one more on the shelf. Somebody literally asked for it while I was standing in line to give my receipt over to the gentleman. Mine was in the back. There's no sticker here. This is why it's a little painful for me to open this up. D-Boys, question. Was he in any of the films? You can kind of say maybe if you want to have to be more of a space trooper, which the space troopers do kind of look like, and you have to really look in A New Hope. There are space troopers as I believe the Millennium Falcon is going into the Death Star. You can see space troopers there. And an extra bit of trivia, Joe Johnston, the director of Captain America, First Avenger, as well as The Rocketeer, he actually is one of those guys. So that's pretty cool. Hello, Thrill of the Hunt. Hello, Fahey. How much was he? He, I believe, is $23.99, which is a little bit much. But what I've noticed with some Black Series figures at GameStop is that sometimes they're really expensive at first, and it's almost as if they overorder, so they have too many. So I was at a GameStop today. They had 2 left. I guess they filled the pre-orders and they put the rest out. The GameStop where I pre-ordered him near AFJ's headquarters, they were out. They were done. They said they barely got enough to fill the order, so that was good. There are no Rebels in Battlefront. It'd be nice if there were some Rebel figures. I think they need to do more of those kits where they build like a whole bunch of them. They seem to do that a lot with the troopers, but not too much with the regular guys. So here comes the painful moment. I'm going to cut them open, which I'm actually getting more and more comfortable with, which is kind of great. And it's a lot less clutter around the house. Am I ready for Avengers Endgame? Yeah. I didn't get my ticket. I didn't go crazy like everybody. I kind of felt like that was just one huge, marketing ploy. I just felt like I went on that night and I figured, okay, I'm not going to be able to get tickets at my local theater. There were tickets available, so I didn't see what the big deal was. Oh, here it goes. Now, if you can see it right here, this is the other big deal. So this is the first figure to actually come with a stand. So here we go. We got him in the plastic coffin. Now, this stand is going to be, let's put the box over here. The stand is going to be a new basic prerequisite that all the figures are going to have. Now, I did see this when I was at Toy Fair. I believe Luke in the Stormtrooper disguise had one. He had one. I've already heard today that this isn't so hot. This isn't doing a great job. So let's see what we got here. So let's do a quick smell test. Oh yeah, he's nice and new. All right, let's get this. Looks like the stand has to come out first. Let's talk about the stand here. So it looks like we've got, best as I can do it here, we've got the Star Wars logo, and then we have a foot spot. So this is kind of interesting. You can see it's almost like a plastic shoe. That this fits here. The smell test. We love the smell test here. The smell test was something that when we first started doing lives on Facebook, everybody laughed at me for. And now it's become a thing. I even put a graphic up when we do those lives and when I rebroadcast this on YouTube. So, yeah, the smell test is very essential. Now, let's do the gun. So we've got a very weathered gun here. And I only bring that up. See, look at the silver here. It's a little bit more realistic looking. If we do the Snowtrooper's gun, who just happens to be sitting right here by the side. If we do the Snowtrooper's gun, not so weathered. Not a lot of carbon scoring there. I'm finding Anakin action figures. Where do you think I can find them? I don't think the Black Series archive Anakins are out yet, D. Boyd. So I would wait. Don't buy any retro ones unless you're a completist. If you just want the Anakin figure, it's coming. They haven't hit yet. I would expect to see those very soon, especially with Star Wars Celebration right around the corner. So here we go. We're going to get them out. Now let's flip them around here. So we do see we have a holster here, which is very nice. I hope I can put the gun in there. We have the jetpack. So I don't think there's any plastic on here, which is good because I didn't get my wire cutter out. All right. That's done. So let's do this here. So we get some close-ups here. You guys can see them. Got a lot of nice blue marks here. We've got one or two little yellow marks here. I don't know if this is consistent across the board. They're all supposed to be yellow. With this being in black and gray, it's kind of hard to tell the difference here. Let's see. I got a couple questions here. Hey, Shorty, what's up? What do I think of the Phantom Menace Black Series figures? I'm Colby. I'm heading out to Star Wars Celebration next week. I'm definitely picking up some. I'm hoping to have some in the AFJ store when we're able to open the storefront. We are going to sit on them a little bit, but if you're freaking out, if you can't make it to Star Wars Celebration, I'll tell you this. Hasbro Pulse, well, the Hasbro Toy Shop last year, they had all the Comic-Con exclusives. It was just a matter of getting it on the right day. And we report that here at AFJ all the time. So if you're going to freak out, if you don't have a friend going, don't worry about it because you'll have a chance at it. So the legs seem a little uneven. So let me fix this foot here. The legs look a little uneven. Can't really. See, if I break them, the cool part is I know where I can go get two right now. Yeah, that foot's weird. So, yeah, that foot's really weird. Like this doesn't bend forward or back. There we go. Okay, it was just really stiff. So that does bend, which is good. So here's our instant pose without a stand. Have I been to Five Below lately? Yes, actually, I was there yesterday trying to find a $5 fin and ran into the Pennsylvania chapter of the Mandalorian Mercs, actually outside of GameStop when I picked him up. So there he is standing on his own. He does look really, really cool. So no complaints there. So let's do he does have a trigger finger. Bring that up. I like that. I like the trigger finger. I think it's cool. Now the hand also seems like it's in a weird spot. Oh, okay, just stiff. He's in a weird pose almost inside the box. So let's put this in here and see how he's obviously a righty. So look, he's in the trigger mode. Oh yeah. That is cool. And I love this design. And there was one for the Force Unleashed. It was like a Halo Trooper. Love that figure. I hope they make that one eventually. I mean, I think eventually they'll make everybody, but because this just seems the way that Star Wars figures are going now. So I do think it's funny that, he's got a trigger finger on this hand too. Because I always think it's funny when the holster is on this side, this is telling us that he's a lefty. So that's kind of interesting. So let's switch the fingers out here. We'll switch the gun out of the hand. So let's get it in there. Yeah, not as easy to get the trigger finger in there. It's there, but it's a little bit deeper. Is anybody else going to Star Wars Celebration? Which is the hardest Star Wars toy to find, D-Boy? That's a good question. I've seen just about everything that I've ever considered a grail or wanted to find. My personal grail was the blue Snaggletooth figure, which was one of the things that I really, really wanted to get, and my wife gave it to me as a wedding gift. So, you know, and I've seen it numerous times, but it was always like $175, and that's a lot of other, you know, figures you could buy today. So that's a hard one to get. I would say overall, I'd say the hardest figures to get are the Kenner droids figures and the Kenner Ewok figures. There are so many weird, rare figures in there. That is where my collecting would like to go. And once AFJ launches its next wave, I'm really hoping to focus on that. So as you can see, we can actually do the holster here. _1chance, how you doing? So this holster is fully functional. There is like almost a catch here, as you can see, for this. That is really cool. Boba Fett's not that hard to find. You just have to order a case, sadly, which makes him not hard to find. So let's get to this stand, which has been sitting here. Now, I do like that it's clear. It does say the Black Series. I would love to have a t-shirt that would just be just like this. This would be really neat. Hello, Algram. How are you doing? And so this is the issue that I've heard, that the foot itself doesn't really fit in. I think it's in a weird spot because I have to move it back here. So you almost have to like twist his foot, and he's not really standing or flying because he should almost have like the little plastic NECA arm. But there he is. Okay, done. You know, this is a really great figure. So here we have, as you can see, that we've repurposed a lot of the Hasbro Stormtrooper stuff. However, we've added these awesome shoulder pads here with the different colors. We've got a little bit of yellow here in the teeth, and we got this yellow mohawk, which is great. I love, we have the little bit of an incendiary burn right here and here, a little bit of red. Again, Hasbro is just nailing it with the Black Series line. I think this should be the other way. I think it'd be almost better if it was in the back instead of in the front. It'll work for different figures. Like, can I put him... See, this doesn't weigh him in there, that it's like he's taking off or flying. So that's part of the weirdness of it. And then he's like almost uneven. Now, it's nice that it's clear. I mean, you can barely see it. That's kind of nice. So let's do some comparisons here. I figured it was a trooper kind of day. Now, we have reviewed the Snow Trooper. He did make an earlier appearance. So that is awesome right there. AJ Graham 15, you're watching Shazam right now. That is a little bit weird if you're at the movie theater doing this. What is my favorite Black Series figure of all time? It's probably my Boba Fett from Star Wars Celebration Europe that had the Han Solo and Carbonite. Colby, that's probably my favorite. That was just one that I couldn't believe that I brought all the way back from Europe, and I brought back 2 of them. It's a really cool figure, and I think I actually like the case and the presentation of it all. So that's another reason why I like it. See ya, Jose. So here's a Scarif Trooper, a little bit more modern. Well, as in characters go, because he has been around a while, so gives you an idea of what this guy's like. Do I have the Sand Trooper? I do, Toy KOD. I do have the Sand Trooper. I think he was the very first one that Hasbro sent me. And I think I had already purchased Darth Maul. So I had those 2 right from the get-go. And then I think I got Luke like about a week later. So, hello, Ramasan. Sorry for butchering that. So this is my review of the Black Series Jump Trooper. I love the holster. Now, this is something that Hasbro should really, really consider with more of the Stormtrooper figures. That's something I thought the Snow Trooper really needed. But then again, he's got all of this here on the side. You have a Fire Infinity Stick, which allows me... I would never do this in the theater. Good, AJ Graham. I'm good. Good. I'm glad that's how you're watching Shazam. Yeah, no complaints. I think it's a solid figure. I like the more goggle aspect here that we have. These are great. I'm not even going to try and pull them out. But I think as figures go, he's a solid addition to your troop build. I just think you're going to have to go out and get like a NECA stand so you can make him look like he's flying. You move his feet back a little bit. And his feet, you go back so you can make him like this. and give him that jump trooper, kind of look like he's floating. So a NECA stand here to hold him in mid hover probably would have been a better stand than including this Hasbro. This is great for regular figures. However, if you notice, all my figures are standing really well. So this good, but should not have been for him. So please tune into our social channels. We have Facebook, we have Instagram, we also have YouTube. We're trying to get our YouTube followers up to 1,000. We're almost there. And considering we are not very pretty people to look at, that's actually pretty good. And we are doing our best to launch phase 2 of AFJ, which is going to include a storefront. So we're really happy about that. We will be reviewing a lot of the products we get early so that we can actually bring them to you and tell you what we really think. Let me do some more questions here. I wish they had a chance to... Wait a minute. I wish they had a chance for a different blaster for him in the games. They shot differently from regular troops. That's very true, _1 chance to do. What is it? I'm just kind of started. Okay. Well, the Slugman boy, good luck. I don't have an awesome collection. I'd like to think that I do. I've gotten to a point where I just really collect what I want to. And then every once in a while I end up like, yeah, that guy's really cheap. I'll get him for $5. I haven't seen my collection in a long time because it has been in storage. So I'm really hoping to move very soon so that the wife and I can actually have a lot of our collection out. She loves Star Wars figures too, so that's another cool part of our relationship. Yeah, same. So thank you for tuning in, junkies. Please follow us on social media, and we're really thrilled that we're able to bring you the Jump Trooper the week that's pretty much hit here in the States. So have a good day and enjoy the rest of your weekend.